Please
Ladies and
begin.
gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Q1 FY26 post-earnings conference call of Suyog Telematics Ltd. Today on the call from the management team, we have with us Mr. Shivshankar Lature, Managing Director, Mr. Tushar Shah, Business Head India, Mr. Ajay Sharma, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Suyesh Lature, Business Development Manager, and Ms. Aarti, Compliance Head. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risks and uncertainties. Also, a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to quickly run us through the business highlights and performance highlights for the quarter ended 30th June 25, the growth plan and vision for the coming year, post which we'll open the floor for Q&A. Over to the management, sir.
Hi everyone, I'm Tushar. I'm heading business for Suyog. I would like to first brief you everyone about the business, what we have done in Q1. So our biggest milestone what we have achieved is we have completed 30 years in telecom industry. So it's one of the biggest milestone where we have seen all the ups and downs of the industry and we're able to sustain all the difficult times of industry. In Q1, my BSNL percentage of revenue has increased drastically. It has reached 4.7% now. So, which is, as you all are aware, that Airtel and Jio are not doing any major capex in the industry as of now. But we are able to compensate it with the Jio, Vodafone and BSNL rollout. So in Q1, Airtel has contributed to 45.8% of revenue. Jio has contributed to 23.3%. Voda has done 26.2% and BSNL has done 4.7% of revenue. So which most of the biggest IP were not able to compensate the revenue. We have done it through BSNL and Vodafone rollout. In terms of number of towers, now we have crossed 5,800 towers and we have 7,107 tenancies across India. So we have also improved our tenancy ratio from 1.1 to 1.22, mainly because of Vodafone and BSNL rollout on existing towers which were occupied earlier by Jio and Airtel. We have also crossed 6,000 kilometers of aerial fiber network and we have crossed 1,000 government tenancies. We have another 612 sites which are ready for government PSU, which site is ready and only issue it's not part of Q1 billing since operator are still installing their material on this site. So we have done close to 700, 800 sites in Q1. In terms of we have, as you are aware, in last quarter, we on 31st March we had acquired Lotus Terinfra, which has given a big boost in Delhi circle. So now Lotus Terinfra is completely owned by Suyog and we are managing the Lotus Terinfra. So we were having very strong presence in Mumbai. Now we also, with the acquisition of Lotus Infra and Lotus Infra doing almost 40 sites in Q2, we are increasing our presence in capital of India, which is Delhi circle. One of the biggest highlight is BSNL rollout, which we have done drastically well in terms of rollout in last 2 quarters. And that has given us an excellent cash flow and margins in terms of Q1. BSNL has officially declared 20,000 sites rollout in this financial year, which is up to March 26, end of March 26. You can see on their portal also, they are coming up with the 20,000 plus sites in by March 26. We are still working with them to target. We are tentatively planning to do another 5,000-7,000 sites of the 20,000 rollout, which BSNL has declared. We would like to focus right now with you on, there are a lot of questions which we received from investor, mainly on the satellite operator like Starlink. So it is very clear, even a government of India has quoted that satellite operator will not dent any existing terrestrial network. They will majorly operate in an area which is not covered by telecom tower or far French area. Even if you see the capacity, company like Starlink has a capacity of only 2 million customers for India. So with this, we are pretty sure that there is no impact on telecom operator, nor do there is any impact on telecom tower industry. Even their pricing is as high as 3,000 rupees per month, which would mainly favor very high profile customers. In terms of technical issue, even there were very high tenancy when there is a direct to mobile signal. As of now, there's very high latency in network. and latency will also impact them badly. And in terms of tower, yes, they will need, even they can complement a business by putting hop network to reduce this latency. So we don't see any threat via a satellite operator. We are able to only get that it will give us additional revenue when they start rolling out network in India. In terms of our plan, as I have declared, we are eyeing another 5,000 to 7,000 4G macro sites for BSNL by March 26. Even Vodafone is discussing to roll out around 15,000 plus sites in this year, which approvals are still awaited. And we will see a major clarity in approval from Vodafone by start October or mid-October. So we will again increase our target. Right now, we want to add another 5-7,000 tenancies by March end for BSNL. As and when we get some clarity from Vodafone, like we got from BSNL, we'll update our numbers for the rollout. In terms of financial, we have done very decent. We have maintained our margins. EBITDA has gone very high. We have done a lot of upgrade because of which, even though our revenue has increased, like other IP, our margin has not dropped down. We have maintained our margins at 75-76%, mainly because we have done huge upgrades for Bharti Airtel. So when I say I'm doing a lot of upgrade for Bharti Airtel, it means we are rolling out their 5G tenancy on existing 4G site, and we are doing a lot of battery bank upgrade and other infra upgrade, which gives us additional revenue, which directly hits our profit margin, as we have already done capex for that upgrade when we installed our site. My revenue, standalone revenue was 516 million, EBITDA was 392 million, with EBITDA percentage of 76%, which is one of the best in quarter. And the efforts which we have taken in last 2 quarters to roll out BSNL site, it has given us very strong cash flow in Q1, which will be very helpful for us to roll out 5-7,000 sites in next 2 quarters, which is Q3 and Q4. With such a strong EBITDA margin and very improved cash flow, we are very sure to achieve our target by March 26. And we can even overachieve our target. We have also shown a quarterly financials consolidated because we have acquired Lotus Infratel on 31st March. So only Q1 was the period which is applicable for consolidated financials. My consolidated financials in terms of revenue is 546 million with EBITDA margin of 75.4% and net profit of 31.7%. So it has been one of the very strong quarter in terms of profit margins and upgrade. And in terms of revenue and number of tower rollout, we are very sure of Q3 and Q4 would be much, much higher. It would be the best in the history of Suyog. I hope all of you have seen the financials, so I can open floor for question and answers. If you have any specific questions and answers, we can revert back to all your questions accordingly. Thank you, everyone.
Sure, sir. All those who wish to ask a question may use the option of raise hand, and we will invite you to ask the question. We'll take the first question from the line of Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you may go ahead, please.
Thanks, Kamlesh. Sir, I'm audible? Hello?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Sir, wanted to understand, since this quarter we have hardly added 100 odd towers, and tenancies are also, in the same similar range. Where do we see the pickup happening? Because, we are supposedly add 10,000 odd towers. And I understand that Q3 and Q4 will be heavy quarters, but for next 1 quarter and how things will be, wanted to understand. And also wanted to understand on the debt part. Have we got any debt, debt from the banks, or how things are?
So Darshil, two things. First thing, we have done a decent, we have not hardly added any, we have added 619 towers in Q1. Only thing, it's not part of billing because billing normally starts after 1 and 2 months when operator installs their antennas and then they allow us to bill. So we have done 600 plus tower in Q1. So first is that it's a good numbers in terms of current scenario. It
Correct.
will surely pick up from Q3 and Q4 because only BSNL himself is planning 20,000 plus tower. Vodafone is planning around 15,000 plus tower. So in totality across industry, there will be 35,000 new tower. Out of which, obviously, we want to target 7 to 10,000 tower between Vodafone and BSNL.
No, my question was, it was not about hardly, but things like, since we add towers after 1 or 1.5 months, we start the billing. So, with respect to our targets, we might be somewhere, below number that we might be thinking of. That was the whole idea about asking the question.
It's so Darshan, when we say a tower, we normally have a target for entire year. And if you see the history of telecom, any tower company, Q1 and Q2 are normally low because in Q1 all approvals gets through and Q2 because of rainy season are normally low. So my 70-80% of towers year on year gets installed in Q3 and Q4. And with BSNL officially declaring 20,000 tower ka rollout, I don't think that there is any question of not achieving tower anymore. Yes, till now
Got
we
it.
were skeptical because there were numbers which we got from operator, but it was not officially declared as approvals in progress. Now BSNL has got cabinet clearance. They have got funds to roll out 21,000 tower. Entire list has been shared on their website with the locations where they want tower.
Correct.
So not achieving target is any no more question. The question now remains how much we can go out of it.
Go up.
So it will be based on the finance which we arrange. We can either we will try and maximize this opportunity.
Got your point, sir. Sir, then, obviously funds will be, we will need funds to take this orders or, do it. So how are we placed right now? And what are we doing to?
As of now, we have got close to 150 crore sanctions from Axis Bank and ICICI Bank, which we are going to utilize in Q3. Plus, we have also improved our cash flow drastically in this quarter. So we have around 250 crores, which we can utilize to roll out this tower. For balance, since now approval has gone through yesterday from BSNL, so we'll work and we'll soon update what our plans to achieve 5, 7, 10,000 tower, whatever we target in next 2 quarters. We'll have a detailed plan and then we can update you accordingly. But yes, as of now, we have 200-250 crores which can be utilized.
Got your point. Sir, last question. On the, we were trying to get some orders from BSNL in June, July with respect to some EPC orders. Can you please share any update we have on this?
So in terms of EPC, that tender was cancelled, but again it has been floated, and now 25th August, 27th August, 25th August is the submission date for EPC tender. So let's hope that it gets closed by September, October, and then we can give you exact numbers in terms of count how many towers we want to do in EPC.
Okay, got it. How big would be this tender?
Very big.
Any size?
It's in terms of, say, in total, it's something around close to 20-30,000 towers. But yes, they will not allocate to one party. It will be allocated to three. One company can get only 3 circles. So we are again targeting same around 4,000, 5,000 towers between 3 circles in EPC.
Okay, got it. I'll fall back in the queue. Thank you so much for taking my questions.
Thank you, Darshan. We'll take the next question from the line of Ankit Kanodia. Ankit, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, Ankit, you're audible.
Yeah, sir. I had very basic 3 questions. I think one of them you have already answered, but I'll just repeat. और मैं बहुत simple तरीके से, in fact, हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ. सर, growth next 3 to 4 quarters, 6 quarter में कहाँ से आएगा? उसके लिए पैसे कैसे जुगाड़ होंगे वो आपने last question में थोड़ा सा आंसर कर दिया. And I'm getting a feeling that the third part of the question is that probably, given our past announcement of equity fundraise and then going back, are we really looking at a very good valuation and then go for equity fundraise? Or is it a conscious decision that we don't want to raise equity at all right now?
So Ankit, I'll answer all those 3 queries. The first is growth कहाँ से आएगा? Growth will come from BSNL and Vodafone rollout. Vodafone ने 20,000 साइट का rollout declare कर चुका है yesterday. It's available on their website. You can see that. Vodafone has verbally informed us that they are planning somewhere around close to 15,000 towers, but they have not given us confirmation. Confirmation will come by end of September to between mid of October. So more or less, we are seeing industry size of 35,000 tower in next 2 quarters, which is up to March. So our target of achieving 15,000 tenancies, which we were saying from last financial year, we are more or less very sure at least we should cross 10,000 tenancies by March end. And then another 5,000 tenancy can fall back in next quarter. We'll obviously try higher than 5,000, but we'll have to do a detailed planning of finance to roll out to share the exact number. Since approval has come yesterday from BSNL, now we'll sit together, we'll work and we'll confirm you what exactly we are targeting for Q3 and Q4. In terms of funds, कहाँ से आएगा? As I said, we have got, as of now, we have clear visibility of 200-250 crores. which we are going to utilize. Balance funding, we are working. We are closely working with all the banks. We are obviously speaking with few of the big investors also. You all know that why we withdrawn the preferential which we have declared last time, because post our declaration, market was crashed because of an uncontrolled reason which was not linked to Suyog. Again, we'll go for fundraise. As of now, we are exploring multiple ways to arrange funds, because as we need around 500, 800 crores ka funds. So as and when we finalize something, maybe in another month or so, we'll get back to you with the detailed plan of funding. Right? Ankit, I hope I have answered all your questions.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Mahek Talati. Mahek, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Sir, so wanted to understand, if we see our average revenue per tenancy, it is constantly going down from the last 3 quarters. So can you please give some idea when are we expecting the revenue per tenancy to go come back to previous levels?
So it has already gone high in this quarter. If you see compared to Q4 versus Q1, our tenancy revenue per tenancy has improved. Second, since now we are going to roll out major macro sites for BSL, again a tenancy per revenue per tenancy will improve in Q3, Q4, because now my macro site mixture will increase compared to small cell. And secondly, we are also doing very huge number of upgrades for existing operator, which will again increase my revenue per tenancy. So by end of this year, more or less, it should be close to my original revenue per tenancy,
But sir,
which is
when
close
we
to
have
30.
yeah, so sir, but when we have already added close to 1,000 plus towers in last 1 year, there should be some addition in revenue per tenancy, right? But that's not currently showing in the numbers, is
So
what I'm trying to understand.
along with that, we're also adding small cells, right? See, when we say tower, we have done small cell and macro site both. So BSNL was not very aggressive, Vodafone was aggressive, and Vodafone was doing more or less small cell. Now, since we will BSNL, if you see a percentage of BSNL just increased in this quarter. Till last quarter, it was only 0.1, 0.2% of revenue, which don't impact my overall denominator. Now BSNL has increased, BSNL share has gone 5%, which is more or less from macro towers only. So this quarter, it has started going upside. By Q4, you will see revenue per tenancy going back to original by end of Q4.
But sir, what the numbers which I have, we have added close to 2,000 new tenants in last 5 quarters, out of which only 211 are small cell tenancies, right? The rest all are macro tower tenancies. So the number should have increased, but it's not visible from 30,000 a month per tenant to 26,000. It has decreased consistently.
Right. So my tenancy right now per tenancy for Q4 was around 30,000. Now tenancy also gets impacted because we also do lot of site rental negotiation with the owner. Now as a trend, what we are doing is we are not giving any escalation to site owner. We are signing initially, if you see, there was a trend of giving 15% escalation every 3 years or 5 years. Now, when we work very closely with the operator, we have stopped giving any escalation for next 10 years, which impact my revenue per tenancy. But along with that, we are doing upgrade, which will again offset that. But we'll need around 2 quarters to bring it back to original of 30 to 35,000 per tenancy. And even if you see my tenancy ratio has increased from 1.1 to 1.2, which will obviously give me higher revenue per tenancy.
Okay.
We are doing a lot of rental negotiation and bringing site rental down. And that's the need of ERR, because we can't pay now. Operators are not willing to pay higher rental per site per tenant. So even that offsets my revenue growth per tenant in terms of revenue per tenancy.
So, sir, what will be the revenue, ballpark revenue per tenant number going forward? Like, will it be in the range of 25, 26,000, or it will
should
go
be
up
around
to
33 to 35,000 by March, and it should be around 33 to 35,000.
Sir, I am talking about revenue per tenancy, not revenue per tower.
So revenue per tenancy should be somewhere close to 20,000.
Sorry, sir, current number is I think 26,000, which I have
No,
calculated.
so right now, no, current number, if you see, you have to break it in a bracket. If you see my macro site, it will be 26,000, but when you average out, revenue per tower is close to 30,000. Revenue per tenancy would be close to 23, 24, which will achieve by March end. Right now, it should be somewhere around 20, 21,000. By March end, we'll achieve 25,000 ka figure per tenancy.
Okay. Okay. And sir, when you're giving a target of close to 5,000 new BSNL rollouts, so this is over and above the existing order book which we have from BSNL.
No. See, basically, it's total number which I roll out in Q3, which is over and above what I've already done. But that
No,
can be
so,
order book which are not I delivered also. So that could be part of that 5,000 numbers.
so basically there is not much change in the order book, correct?
Yeah, not much change. Why 5,000 is not based on the industry size. It's based on the financial available with me. Industry size has increased. Now there will be around 35,000 towers which will roll out in next 2 quarters. But I can increase only based on my financials.
So basically what we are targeting of 10,000 tenancies by 26, and there is no change in that number, right? This is
No
10,000
change as of
remains
now.
10,000.
Yes, no change.
Okay. 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 Thank you. We'll fall back in the for
Thank
any.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Varun Gia. Varun, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hi, sir. So there's 600 sites which you have added during this quarter. Could you give a breakup of was it majorly for BSNL or for other players also?
Majorly for BSNL, but something for Vodafone also.
Okay, and the guidance which you have given 5,000 sites. So you have
As
increased
of
the
now,
guidance
5,000 is
last.
only for, as of now, 5,000 which I've just spoken is only about BSNL. Vodafone will give guidance once we get clear picture from Vodafone by end of September or mid-October.
Okay, but you mentioned that you currently have around 200 crores of cash flow.
Right. Right.
So from that, and still you haven't raised the additional amount, and we will
Right.
reach Q3 soon. So because the 5 to 7,000 sites, you will need almost more than 500 crores, 500, 600 crores.
700 to 800 crores if we do
Right.
8,000. Right. So
But
that's what I said right now. Before that, we have clear visibility of 200 to 50 crores right now. BSNL approach just got through yesterday. So now we'll have to sit. Even right now I'm in Delhi with BSNL office. So we'll have to
Okay.
work on the funding, and we'll need another 10, 15, 20 days to have a clear funding plan on paper, post which we can share with you. But we will do
And
whatever it takes to roll out these sites. And even
but this
promoter is looking to invest more funds. Suyog Telematics is online already. He
right.
has assured us that whatever funding is required, it will come through, but we need to roll out these sites. There's a clear mandate from managing director. We need to do minimum 5,000 sites, and we need to go higher than that in this financial year. That's a clear management directive.
How much capex was spent in Q1?
Close to, I think, 60 crores, no, around 36 crores, 35 to 40 crores.
And what was the receivables amount, if you could share?
What was the?
Receivables amount as of first quarter.
It's result pending or what? When you are saying
Yeah,
revenue or
receivables
receivables?
pending,
It
receivables.
should be close to again 40, 50.
Receivables, 48 crore, 48 crore.
48 crore. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Varun. We'll take the next question from the line of Ayush Khanna. Ayush, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. So my first question is that what has led to increase in EBITDA to 76%? Was it increase in the tenancy or other factors has contributed to it?
So there are two major factors which has led to improving tenancy. One is obviously the existing road, new rollout on existing site. Second, we have done a lot of upgrade for Airtel and Jio. So done a lot of upgrade for Airtel and Jio. So that both has improved my EBITDA.
Okay. My other question is that can you update how much loan has been sanctioned and came in till June 25 for tower roll and how much funds have been utilized?
अभी आज के दिन मेरे पास में 100 करोड़ का लोन सैंक्शन है और हाथ में। उसके अलावा मैंने इस करंट ईयर के अंदर 45 करोड़ का लोन ऑलरेडी यूटिलाइज कर लिया है। तो
Okay,
145
okay,
करोड़
sir.
का लोन मेरा बढ़ेगा।
Okay, okay. That's it from my side.
हाँ।
Thank you so much.
Is there anyone in queue now?
Anyone who wishes to ask the question can raise hand or post the question in the chat box.
Yeah, hi sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, sir. The previous participant asked on the revenue per tenant. That was for per month. So can you again comment on the revenue per tenant per month number?
See, right now my revenue per tenant per month would be around close to 21,000. By March end, we should be able to hit that to 25,000 with lot of upgrade and increase in tenancy ratio. We should be able to reach 25,000 per tenant per month.
Got it. And out of the all the debt requirement that we had, debt plus fund, how much is already sanctioned? Is it 145?
Besh. 15 मिनट।
Hello.
Sir, I
Deepak,
was
can you repeat?
asking. Yes, I was asking. इस साल जो हमारा 400 odd करोड़ का रिक्वायरमेंट था, उसमें से कितना फंड अभी आ गया है हमारे पास, एंड हाउ मच वुड वी नीड इन नेक्स्ट 6-8 months?
तुषार
We
आप
have
बोल रहे हो?
आप बताओ समझ।
अभी मैंने 145 सीआर का प्लान, मैंने आपको बताया कि 145 सीआर का मैंने ऑलरेडी लोन सैंक्शन करा रखा है, जिसमें 45 यूज कर चुका हूँ। 100 सीआर मेरे पास में ऑलरेडी। ड्यूरिंग द क्वार्टर्स जो मुझे कैश फ्लो आएगा, उसके हिसाब से मैं 250 सीआर तक के आसपास का मेरा प्लान आउट कर रहा हूँ अभी फर्स्ट हाफ के लिए। सेकेंड हाफ का प्लानिंग हम 10-15 दिन के अंदर फाइनलाइज करके आप लोगों को अपडेट करेंगे, साइट के ऊपर अपडेट कर देंगे। राइट नाउ मेरा 250 सीआर का प्लान है।
Got it, sir. Sounds good. Sir, the EPC part I missed in the initial remarks. What was it? The 20,000 EPC.
Initially, we in last quarter we declared that we are going to bid for EPC contract also because we see it's a good revenue potential to get in years end. But that EPC contract was later on cancelled by BSNL. Now tender has again been floated and last day of submission of tender is 25th of August. So we are planning to bid for around 4,000, 5,000 sites as a EPC tender.
Okay, and how does the economics differ there, sir?
So one tower capex would be close to 15 to 20 lakhs per tower with a margin of around 20-30%. So it depends on how bidding happens. But it would be a ballpark figure. It can change drastically also based on the bidding and L1 bidder.
Okay, and what are the execution timelines for this contract?
Again, they are saying they want to execute everything in by March. That's what they're planning, but it may get shifted by another quarter and they could finish it by June or something. So everything will depend on how fast they close L1 bidder and they allocate the work order. Because it's a long process in BSN and sometimes they take a lot of time for EPC finalization. So entire timelines would be depend on how soon they finalize.
Got it. And sir, can you also comment on the Vodafone Idea's current situation? And is there, payment
Can
delays
you
that
repeat?
we
I
are
missed
seeing over
what you
there?
said in between.
Sir, I was asking on the Vodafone Idea's current situation, if you can give some comments. Is it
So
improving
as of now,
or?
we are very confident that Vodafone Idea will sustain. They are rolling out good number of sites. They have planned another 12-15,000 sites for current financial year. There are discussions that they will be able to do a good amount of fundraise by December, which SBI is leading. So we are very confident about Vodafone Idea as of now.
Got it. And so last question from my side is on BSNL. Can you give me the number? The BSNL part is 4.7% of our Q1 revenues. So how many sites are there that contributed to this number?
See, we have confidential clause in agreement. I can give you exact numbers for any operator. But you can identify that if 4.5% is my revenue, then you can back calculate and get the numbers. But due to confidentiality clause in agreement, I cannot divulge any number of specific to any specific operator.
Got it. No worries, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. We'll take the next question from the chat line of Tarun Kumar. What is revenue guidance for this year and FY27?
We would be reaching around 250 crores. That's what we are saying for this year. FY27, let's see, we'll declare FY27 guidance in next quarter when we finalize the entire plan for this year, because we are seeing huge number of rollout happening. But this year we should be close to 240 to 50 crores.
Thank you, sir. We'll take the follow-up question from Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you. My question was on the similar lines only, with regards to revenue. So 250 crore means we will not be doing around, we will be having around 8,500 towers, if I'm not wrong.
So we'll have more than that tower in Q3, Q4. We have already lost tenancy of 7,000.
Okay. Because we were somewhere anticipating around 320 crores for FY26, and now we are
But
lowering
only
the
thing
number.
that rollout has been shifted from Q1, Q2 to Q3, Q4, right? So my major financial impact will happen in FY27.
Correct. Got it. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Darshil. We'll take the next follow-up question from Mahek Talati. Mahek, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Yeah,
I'm just
thank
going
you
to
so much.
restrict the question as I have some back-to-back BSNL meetings, so we have to keep it to last 2 or 3 questions now.
Sure, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mahesh.
thank you for the follow-up. So, sir, wanted to understand this EPC contract which we are seeing of BSNL for 20,000 towers. So, is it over and above the 27 sites which they are planning to add, right?
Yeah, see, 20,000 plus sites, what I've declared is an IP model, which is like a tower, what we do as a regular business. Another 20,000 would be an EPC contract where we will build site and hand it over to them. We'll not own that site like we do normally.
So, basically, they are planning 40,000 towers, correct?
Right.
Okay. And, sir, what is the scope of work and any per tower revenue contribution which we can expect from this and the margin profile as well from this EPC contract?
We did not understand. From EPCC, it would be like a one-time revenue. It would not be annuity model like we have. It would be a
No, sir,
one-time revenue.
I'm trying to understand. So, for example, let's say we get a EPC for 5,000 towers. So, what would be the revenue as well as the profit margins?
So, Mahek, I cannot declare it right now because it will open my tender if I declare any revenue right now. It will be very easy people to judge what I'm going to bid. So I can't divulge any details of EPC contract.
Okay, not an issue. And will this improve our cash flow? So how are we going? Okay, so
It will
let us
improve our
discuss
cash
this.
flow. It will give us a big boost for our cash flow to roll out sites in FY27. It will not improve cash flow in current financial year, but yes, it will give us a very big boost on our cash flow in FY27.
And this 250 crores doesn't include that number, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, understood. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahek. We'll take the next question from the line of Harleen Kaur. Harleen, you can unmute and go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah,
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible.
So first of all, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to know how many towers are expected for the year FY26, since you're mentioning it will be better.
See, right now we have 7,000 plus tenancy. We are planning to add minimum 5,000 tenancy for BSNL in current financial year. We're talking about FY26, right?
Yeah.
When we will declare number of Vodafone by end of September or October when we get a clarity from Vodafone. But right now we are very, positive to roll out another 5,000 tenancy for BSNL.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Since there are no further questions, I would ask management to give any closing comment if they would like to.
Okay.
Yeah, Kamlesh.
Yes, sir. Is there any closing comment that the management would like to give?
I think Kamlesh, there are no more questions, right?
Yeah. So there are no more questions. I'm asking if any closing comment that the management wants to
Let's
give.
wind up the call then.
Sure. Okay.
सर को कुछ बोलना है कि just ask whether शिवशंकर राठौर wants to say something. आरती सर है साथ में? आरती?
Hello, there is no closing comment.
Done.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to the management team for giving us their time. Thank you to all the participants for joining us on the call. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. You may all disconnect now. Thank you.